everybody. Welcome to Unauthorized Media. Well, we're just going to do this.
We got an interesting one today.
Yeah.
Eric's computer is updating, and he doesn't have a lot of time, so we're shooting this on a phone today.
Yeah, but it's all good. We're going to make it work. Last week we had to take a break. We had JT had a family emergency, which we're not going to get into because it's personal. But at the same time, he had to take time off, and we respect that time.
It was explosive diarrhea, guys. Don't worry about it.
And we are grateful that everything worked out accordingly because God really blessed and protected the family in that sense. So I really really praise him for that.
But we're talking about week 3 because we had to skip week 2. Everyone knows what happens already.
Yeah, I'm sorry. First and foremost, we need to go ahead and address. Thursday night game.
The Dolphins game, or you
the
want to do
Dolphins?
that last?
Yeah, don't say it. But that's what I'm saying. Thursday night, Cincinnati. Before we get into who we pick and choose.
It's technically week 4, but we can't talk about it.
But it is week. It's week 3.
Brody out here with his semantics. No, technically Thursday is week 4.
Hold up, no. Everybody. That's what I meant. Yeah, week 4. I'm sorry. He said week 3. It's week 4. I'm so sorry. Because I was thinking about everybody's schedule. I'm like, it's 2.
That's why he said the Thursday game was like the Dolphins game. I thought we were talking about that last.
We're gonna go ahead and cover because
week
it's
3
week 4.
Thursday game with your boys.
Yeah, we're gonna recover. We're gonna talk about week 4 game. Yeah, this week's game, which is Thursday, when Tua got concussed, and a lot of people outraged on social media and on different networks like ESPN and Fox Sports and all these other different platforms. And I just really, I just don't, me personally.
Like my ad placement.
But I really personally.
Brought to you by.
I really don't think that they would put him in a position, especially Mike Daniels being the coach that he is. I don't think that he would put him in a position week 3 or week 4 to push his health in that sense. And a lot of people like, oh, you gotta protect the player from the organization and all this stuff. Now last Sunday, when he against the Bills, do I think he should have came back in the game? No. I don't think he should.
I feel like that was Tua's choice, though. I feel like Tua made that choice.
He cleared protocol, but sometimes, from what I've heard from multiple NFL players, they've said sometimes you have to have people to protect you from yourself. Because as much as you want to get in the game, it's probably not good that you.
My question is, would they have lost if he wouldn't have got it?
Well, no. It's not about wins or losses, but at this point, because if we're talking about the Tua situation, because they're gonna look at Sunday, and then they're gonna try to correlate Sunday into what happened this past Thursday. And what I'm saying is, like, if the medical staff cleared him to go back in the game and cleared him to play Sunday, and it's nothing, it wasn't a concussion, I feel like it's to me to say it's a reach to say that, that it was a lot of that. First of all, that the Miami Dolphins violated.
Yeah, but it makes for a good story. That's why they're all saying
it's huge allegations to say that Miami and those neuroscientists are, trying to push him to get into the game. So, and it's just like, no, now if they did, Miami Dolphins, I fully accept that they're gonna come down. Hellfire is gonna rain from heaven on their asses if that's the case, because of there already been investigation for losing with the whole Brian Flores situation,
and the investigation for
the whole Tom Brady and Sean Payton issue when they was
sniping.
talking about
Is that what they called it?
Of what it was?
Whenever they were talking before the
Yeah,
contracts were over.
whatever that was,
I can't
yes.
remember what they called it.
And it would be crazy to think that.
But with those two allegations, is it really that much of a reach to say that the Dolphins did this?
Now, if it is, I'm sorry. Now, if it is, man, they deserve what they get.
Okay, so my real question is, so he had a spinal injury, and it could have been a spinal cord injury. Can a spinal cord injury make it more prevalent for you to get a concussion?
Not scientists.
I know that I'm not a medical examiner or anything like that.
Yeah.
So because the spinal cord is based at the brainstem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you have a spinal cord injury, the spinal cord can help keep your brain steady. If you have a spinal cord injury, you get hit hard enough. Obviously, what we saw with Tua getting hit hard enough and his head slamming back.
And that,
So I feel like that exasperated it and made it so it was a really bad concussion. I've had a concussion. You've never had a concussion, have you? No, have you ever had a concussion?
I experienced one during football and probably 3 during playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, Ultimate is dangerous.
Yeah.
But
you go up,
right.
undercut you.
And I've seen a lot of people get concussions and stuff like that. Most time you get a concussion, you don't curl into a ball like you're being tased. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was more of like
a nervous system thing.
Exactly. So I feel like his spinal cord injury definitely exasperated this concussion and made it really, really bad.
So
I don't think he should have been playing Thursday.
No, me neither. And but people were saying that
especially against the Bengals.
Well, people were saying that they was like,
that's why I was like,
they're so adamant, like they're so focused in on like if he passed it or not. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
No.
He passed the concussion protocol. Yeah.
If they're right, if the neuroscientists on the sidelines are right, and he passed percussion protocol, I as a head coach, I know how Mike Daniels. I seen Mike
Daniels.
Daniels.
Talk to him.
He seems, and he's.
You think he actually talked to him?
Yes, he said he talked to him. And even Ryan Fitzpatrick talked to him before the Thursday night game. And he said, it's just a regular tour. He showed no signs of,
the post-game interview.
Not even the coach.
No, I'm saying he was good. Or no, I'm saying after the hit from the Bills.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, he was coherent. He was fine, answering questions and everything like that.
So, this is what I'm saying. So, I wouldn't have rushed him. I mean, I think it's one of those things that,
I feel like
he could have had
I would have started Ryan Fitzpatrick at the beginning of the Bengals game.
Not Ryan Fitzpatrick, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, sorry.
Yeah.
I would have started Teddy Bridgewater at the beginning of the Bengals game, and if we got down by 2 scores, I would have put Tua in.
Like, I wouldn't have just played him in general, because and that's why I think that is
I'm a
more,
winning coach, sorry.
And I think
he's not bad enough to where you need to.
I said down by 2 scores. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what
I feel like Teddy can generate the field enough, especially with all the weapons they have, to not get down by 2 scores.
And what I'm saying is, like, yes, I get it, but these guys, especially quarterbacks, they're alpha males. Like, if I feel like I could play, I'm gonna play, and if I pass,
they're players. You know what I mean? They're players. They're winners. They want to compete.
Yeah, exactly. And so
and it's really gonna let you know that you can play whenever you want.
Your leg is backwards. You're in.
Adrenaline don't care.
And he passed the concussion protocol, and so, but and it goes and what everyone's saying, how the conversations with
they did redshirt him for practice Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, and they said
contact.
And then there was a report that came out early this morning who said, I forgot who said it. Lord forgive me, but they were saying that.
You forgive him?
I don't.
But they were saying that they tested him Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the. For concussion, I said percussion. Well, for concussion. for concussion. So prior to the game, and he showed no symptoms. So if the medical examiners did their job, and it just so happened to happen, it's a part of football. So it's easy to get up in arms about, he shouldn't have played, but if he passed all protocols,
and he's saying he wants to play,
and he's saying that he wants to play,
and he's good,
and the head coach, who has a personal relationship with Tua, sees no issue with him playing. it to me is just a freak accident.
Yeah.
And I feel like since no one really talks about Tua for toughness, that's the only reason this is
That
a
is
conversation.
true. That
This
is
is Joe
very true.
Burrow wouldn't have a conversation. They'd be like, nope, they followed everything properly. Freak accident.
That's so
Because
true.
Joe Burrow be on the ground all the time.
Bless his name. But yes, he
I
is
mean,
so
it's not
tough.
his fault.
Yes.
He gets praise for toughness, and Tua is not someone who's
Well, I mean,
established.
he's been injured.
What?
How many times now?
What he had the first year,
Yeah.
he had no protection and he got injured. Second year, they
Well,
went to
no,
the
he got
Super Bowl.
injured out of college first.
No.
He got his hip fucked out of college.
That's Tua.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tua.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about Joe Burrow.
No, he
No.
was talking about
I was
Tua.
talking
I'm thinking about Joe Burrow.
I was talking about Tua.
Because you said Burrow, and I'm like, so
Well, he was
Burrow.
equating the injuries. He was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
You've been injured.
Yeah,
multiple times.
Tua's been injured a lot.
Yes,
Like a lot.
yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't
Yes.
drink enough milk.
I don't know, he's going bold.
You watch One Piece, Brody. You know how it works. Brooke gets a gash or something like
That's
misses
fair.
a tooth,
It
drinks
just-
milk,
Oh,
just heals up. You
It
know
just
how it
be good.
works.
That's fair.
Oh, my goodness.
Tua needs to get in an anime fit shape.
I can say the correlation between anime and Tua is amazing. I want to find y'all on that.
That's what we do here at Unauthorized Media.
Because that is so amazing.
When he go home, he get him a nice little feast going.
Exactly.
22 bowls of noodles.
He needs
No,
to go.
hold up. Not just noodles, you gotta do.
No, he's going on the go.
You gotta go to
It's
Unarama.
got
Yeah, he's going the Goku diet, and he'll be good, you know.
noodles and meat. That's
Exactly.
all.
That's all I thought that was a Luffy diet.
Exactly. You don't know what kind of guy he is.
Oh,
so you
gotcha.
figure it
So
out.
he needs to pick an anime diet, stick to it, and he'd be good.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. There was just that's just so awesome.
Getting back on it, man. One thing that I do want to say that I said both of you guys, I've said it to other people too. Man, fuck CBS or whoever, ESPN, that cut directly to Tua's wife after the injury, man. That's so fucked up. It's just like, let's get her reaction to this. She's distraught, obviously.
Because no one cares about anyone else's reaction. She's the closest person to him. That's who they cared
What
about.
his mama?
She wasn't there.
I don't know if she was there.
Pause and you believed it.
We know his wife was there because they cut right to her.
Mom was in the bathroom. I couldn't get her reaction.
They could have. It would have been better.
Oh my goodness.
Plop.
Oh my goodness.
I know you're in the bathroom, but
We really need your reaction to how your son.
I watched it on the back of the stall. It's horrible.
they got TVs in there.
Oh my
That
goodness.
stadium crazy.
So okay, so you know how we feel. How you feel?
So I think with the way it happened, I don't think that they didn't do their due diligence with it. I think part of the issue is everyone going, it's like, oh well, they didn't follow up. Part of the problem with that is they were on a short week.
That's true too. Yeah.
But this game was Sunday. They got a full week
Yeah.
to just fully just observe him. Don't being redshirted means that you're just not getting touched.
Yeah.
If you have a nervous system issue,
That don't
the
mean-
next time you're getting touched is when that's going to pop up.
Yeah.
He got tapped a couple times in that game. That's the only big hit.
And then he got
That is right.
Lifted.
That is so true. He literally that, and the funny thing is, it's a routine hit. It ain't like he got buried into the ground. Like
Also-
you see these bigger quarterbacks, he gets got. It was a routine tackle, and granted that I think it was. It was a D tackle who hit him, and he got slammed to the ground.
It was kind of a suplex, yeah. He
And
got
so-
It
slammed.
was like a bad German too.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So and I'm like, man,
For you wrestlers, it's a belly to belly suplex.
so it was you
Yeah,
you
it's the
would
same thing. You
think
just pick them up and slam them down. You put your chest to chest.
belly to belly is over. Whatever, I'm thinking about the
The
other
belly to
hand.
back suplex then.
The belly to back is
Yeah.
the overhead, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, because you
Yeah, you
hugged
do.
them in the
That's 5 points, by the way.
Because-
That's 5 points.
Because Taz made that famous. The belly to back.
That's fake wrestling.
That's not fake
I'm-
wrestling.
I'm talking about.
Fudge
It's
you.
the only wrestling.
Fudge you.
It's the only
Fudge
wrestling that
you.
matters.
All right, so
Fudge
me and
you.
Aramis are gonna put a real wrestling match on. It's gonna be
Fudge
Greco
you.
style.
Don't you say it's fake wrestling. It's scripted
John Cena kick
wrestling.
your ass.
Oh, he would. 100%. I cannot name a pro wrestler that couldn't kick my ass probably in a wrestling match.
And hold on, what's the?
I was about to say, dude, if you give me 6 months of
You might
training
take Hurricane.
in a wrestling match, maybe. I mean, Snoop Dogg.
I mean now. Before.
No, I'm going after Sting. That guy's old as shit.
Hey, yeah, but you bring him back.
He's super old.
Hey,
You know.
you go after Les Luger, he's in a wheelchair now.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, you saw Baki though.
Oh, man, no, wait, I got it. Roddy Piper.
Man, that
He
jumping.
also brings pipes.
Roddy Piper's dead.
No, he's
He still might get you.
No, yes, he is. Roddy Piper is dead. That's why Ronda Rousey took over as Persona.
Did he pass away?
Yes.
Yeah, it's also news to me, but
Oh, I thought he was still alive.
I'm like 99% sure Roddy Piper is dead.
I mean,
Man.
was confirmed or denied.
Yeah, the internet, folks, just
But
wait.
anyway, I'm so sorry.
We're getting off subject here.
But going back to this week,
Oh, hey, yeah, wait, we got.
this
Yeah, he's
upcoming
looking, okay, he's Roddy Piper.
is Roddy Piper passed away.
Yeah, 2015.
Yep.
Oh, he passed away in 2020. Oh,
Yeah, I told you, he's been dead for 7 years.
No.
The one that got me was.
And he was 6 foot tall.
No.
I could've taken it.
I did not know. I did not know he passed away.
Yeah.
20, I thought, oh Lord, I feel so stupid.
I don't know why.
Ray Liotta, when Ray Liotta died, and I was just like, what? When? And it was like 3 years ago, 2 years
But
ago.
He's a beautiful man.
Ray Liotta?
Yeah,
Even
man.
as he got older, he still looked good, man.
He still look good. His eyes, I'm like, man.
All right, so let's get back on the subject here at hand.
Like, he was a beautiful person, like for real. Man,
You're gonna edit this, right?
Hell
no.
no.
It's all I needed. We are who we are.
All right, so
Going back to the Slater game.
Yeah, who played?
No, we got because we got to watch a couple of games and then.
Eagles Vikings played.
Oh no! Eagles.
Eagles lost.
No. Eagles undefeated.
I thought they lost.
No,
They were undefeated, but we're talking about week 3, not week 2.
We gonna talk about. Let's talk about these upcoming Slater games. Who we got, Jordan?
Did you want to go over week 3? Because we said it like 3 times and it didn't do it.
We did. He don't pay attention to us.
We said we're gonna go over it.
We did.
Okay, we'll go over week 3. Just.
Because that's what happened Sunday.
Yeah,
was
that
week
was
3.
right. But we also gotta go over what's to come.
We can do that. We can do both. All
So.
right, just real quick, rundown. Steelers lost to the Browns. Bills lost to the Dolphins. Bengals won against the Jets. The Raiders lost to the Titans. The Saints lost to the Panthers. The Ravens beat the Patriots. The Lions lost to the Vikings.
That was a good game though, Ravens
The
Patriots.
Eagles beat the Commanders. The Chiefs lost to the Colts.
Oh yeah.
The Texans lost to the Bears. The
Bullshit
Jaguars
call.
beat the Chargers.
The Jaguars
The
are
Rams
on.
beat the Cardinals. The
Yeah.
Packers beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
The Falcons beat the Seahawks.
Mhm.
The 49ers lost to the Broncos.
That was a
and
good
the
game.
Cowboys beat the Giants.
Yeah. All right, so some games that I would like to talk about. Your Chiefs, Colts.
First of all, Chris Jones. Chris Jones had to say some crazy shit to Matt Ryan for him to get flagged and cost him the damn game. Because he looked like he had egg on his damn face after he had a 15-yard penalty for a sportsmanlike comment for whatever the hell he said to Matt Ryan. Because if you see the video, he talking shit to Matt Ryan on the ground. And as they get up, he's still talking shit. And that referee is like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Excuse my language. He's like, F this stuff. I'm about to throw a flag. And then they go down to score a damn touchdown. Jelani Woods.
You know what? But
Yeah,
he was
I
also
want
talking to
Jelani
Matt
Woods.
Ryan. So
Jelani
the
Woods,
ref
Ricky
probably
Fowler.
was like, that's fair. Don't bring his kids into it.
How you know his mama like that? Like what?
Like, for real, like, for him to get a flag and then them to go, they literally got to 15 yards and they went down, they scored. It was a really, really, really good game.
There was one where like the Colts started on like the 2-yard line, the 1-yard line, something like that, and drove all the way fucking down on that defense, man.
Okay, can we rewind it and go back to the
Your
beginning of the
Steelers.
season?
Oh, I thought you were talking your Steelers losing.
And we say, I know it's too early.
I know.
We only at week 4, but we was wrong about the Raiders. We was wrong about the Raiders.
I think if we go back and watch the videos, I said the Raiders were going to be last in this division.
You probably did.
I did.
I'll be honest, I don't remember talking about that.
But I thought the Chiefs was going to be last in the division. And
I said the Raiders.
I was very wrong. I'm going to apologize. The Raiders look like shit.
Yeah.
They look terrible.
So bad. In so many different ways.
Offense,
Offense,
you know the
defense,
worst thing
special
about
teams.
that is though, like how high people are on the Titans, and then you see them like
Don't get me started.
fight with the Titans, and now we're
Don't
like,
get me started.
y'all are trash. Like it's such a crazy dynamic.
You
for that to be like the conversation that's being
You know
had.
how big I've been standing on that damn hill since
Well, they
2
lost-
years ago
Haven't they lost all their
about
games by like 2 scores? Or
I
less?
just been
so.
standing
They
on
got
that
Close
hill.
games, right?
F the Titans.
2 points.
The Titans ain't shit. Know why? Because Ryan Tannehill
7
ain't
points,
shit.
2 points.
Ryan Tannehill is the
Blake
reason
Martin.
why the Titans losing. He's a good play action quarterback. But outside the damn play
And
action,
they lost the Sharks.
he ain't
Yeah,
ish.
They lost all
He
3
ain't
games.
ish.
They lost by a
Yeah,
touchdown.
they're close.
He ain't ish. He ain't ish. Ryan Tannehill ain't it. They might as well just put the rookie in. And oh crap.
But you know what they thought though?
What?
They thought we got Derrick Henry.
But they're
So
here.
Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill, they're like, nah, we're good. And then Ryan Tannehill ain't been it. Derrick Henry ain't been Derrick Henry.
Know why? Because they meet his ass at the damn line. And that's where everybody realized.
If you take away the run.
No. Yes, you
Yeah,
take
yeah,
away the
I was
run.
like,
But if
yeah,
you
right.
meet Derrick Henry at the freaking line, he ain't shit outside of that. He ain't gonna out juke you or anything in the hole.
But it can't be one-on-one. Yep.
Oh no, yes,
It
it has to be
can't.
one on
That's the
one.
problem. It can't.
It has to be one on one because
I'm
we've
getting overly
seen
excited over here.
we've seen a multitude of guys just go one on one and meet his ass in the hole. And granted that they had to hold up a little bit because
That's what I'm saying. They hold him up and then a second guy comes in.
But the fact that they make the impact, bam, and then you got
Because
like help on the way.
he's not getting started. If you let him get started in his run,
Oh,
yeah, man. Like if he can get to the outside, it's just like, fuck,
I
there he
mean-
goes. Bye.
good luck.
And Ryan,
No one's scared of Ryan Tannehill.
No.
exactly.
So it's one of those-
Because we
meeting
saw
right
Ryan Tannehill, like I've been saying for long. He is who he is. He's the same guy who was in Miami who couldn't damn throw. And he's the same guy in Tennessee who can't throw. He just have a great running back that's there to help him. We saw his ass stand down, Mike Hilton in the fucking in a playoff game and throw an interception. And on his first pass of the dog, Ryan Tannehill is who we thought he is. Period. He ain't a great quarterback. He's a bottom feeder. Without Derrick Henry, he ain't ish. He ain't just put in the damn rookie who will give you at least an
I want
opportunity
to know
to
who put a
win.
little thing
Period.
in his back and wound him up all the way like this.
I'm just
Like,
saying. I'm sick of
I'm waiting for him to just be like,
I'm so
rip it
sick.
off.
I'm so
Rip
sick.
it off.
I'm so sick. I've been on this hill about Ryan Tannehill not being
Grab
a
his
great
dick and just rip it
quarterback.
off.
Like for real. I'm so sick of everybody just like glorifying Ryan Tannehill like he's some great quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. He's not a good quarterback.
One second.
He's a bottom feeder.
1 second. Talk your shit.
Take a
I'm just
breath.
saying.
Take
For
a
real.
breath.
I'm just sick of everybody. I'm just so sick of it. I'm done with it.
You know who else ain't a quarterback? Geno Smith.
Listen,
Geno Smith is gonna be out for the Seahawks. If he doesn't do something in this next game, he's gonna be done. He's gonna be done.
Now we skipped a week, but what were you talking about when we were about to make videos last week until what happened? Because he was high on him for a game.
He played good against the Broncos, but I just feel I don't know if that was him or if that was the Seahawks know who Russell Wilson is.
That's a great point.
So I feel like I was a little high on Geno Smith for week 2 because he had a good game against the Broncos, a really good game. Then I went back and I watched him in week 1, And then I watched him in week 3, and I'm like, you fucking suck.
So it's like, you only good against teams rebuilding or something.
And I'm going to say this, Russell Wilson ain't been Russell Wilson, man.
No, he has
They
not.
have not let him be Russell Wilson.
You think that's what's happening?
I really do.
Because I have noticed that he's been in the pocket, and he
Because
is not a
There-
pocket passer.
Okay. Can we officially say this? Out of all the receivers that came out in that year, that draft, where Jerry Jeudy and what's the guy name from Tennessee? Not Tennessee. Justin Jefferson and all those guys came out that year when all the receivers was coming out. Can we just say that Justin Jefferson should have been the number one? Oh, and Devontae Smith, who is good, very good. Can we just say that Jerry Jeudy, the Alabama receivers, Jerry Jeudy and what the hell his name is, who got into the car wreck and killed the old girl, with God rest her soul, just was overrated. Highly overrated. Because Jerry Jeudy passes has been hitting this man in the doggone hands, and his ass has been dropping. And he has no shit. Uncle Shannon, listen, Uncle Shay, Hall of Famer, tight end, Broncos legend. We know. If he said, listen, he said, you have to catch the damn ball. Why are you clapping back at him? You do. You get paid to catch the damn ball. You wide open. Russell Wilson hit your ass in the hands, third down, and your ass just dropping in.
You know what I'm still trying to figure out?
And look, he look at his hands like, what the fuck?
Dude, have you put on
like,
have you
my
put on
hands-
receiver? You've put on receiver gloves before, right?
Man, them jokes are stick.
Super sticky.
Nowadays,
Especially
it's
as
so
it gets
sticky.
hot. As it gets hotter, they get stickier.
Yes.
With any hand strength whatsoever, if a ball hits you in the hands, how are you dropping it?
Listen, I have no.
When you're getting paid close to $1 million a football game, how you gonna just let that drop?
I don't know.
Dude, I'll catch it with my fucking. I'll find a way to catch that shit, dude.
The worst thing is like seeing later on in the game they make something spectacular, and it's like, well, we wouldn't have needed that if you had caught the fucking easy one.
Yeah, like CD Lamb's one-handed catch in the end zone. It's like, bruh,
Maybe catch the 50-yarder that literally
Right.
dropped into the bucket.
right? Then you just drop.
Oh.
I said he caught it, and I was like, that was a great catch.
And he
How
was-
come you couldn't have done that 5 plays ago when it hit you in the stomach and the hands?
And he was a part of that draft class too.
That was a great catch though by CD Lamb, and he was up there to get that ball.
That's the same thing I was saying. I was like, I don't need you to only make the spectacular ones.
And he's made all of them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
for real.
But to be
listen.
fair, I would rather you miss the spectacular catch and catch all of those basic catches.
Man.
Like if you were to catch every pass that hit you in this area, they call it the bubble. You know, your receiver bubble, where you don't have to reach too far. It's just in your bubble. I don't care if you drop everything that's outside your bubble.
I mean,
That's a quarterback's fault at that point. I
that's
feel like.
essentially, yeah, like it's debatable on why you didn't catch that. The stuff where it's like, it hit you in the numbers.
Literally.
I can't.
I watched it hit your chest and both your hands, and you dropped it.
Drop.
Especially because they're like, we throw heat at like corners and stuff when they drop easy ones.
Okay,
Jordan.
but corners
And
not
so-
the job.
So, Jordan, I want to ask you this question. As a Cowboys fan, as an avid
Cooper
Cowboys
Rush
fan.
is a backup. He's
No. We're talking about
Just in case that was the question.
I agree with you.
I'm not even going there because that's preposterous and just ridiculous to even think about or even state. I'm not even going there. But CD
Big ups
Lamb.
on you though.
But CD Lamb. They traded away Amari Cooper, who ain't that. I've been on his ass too. How he ain't the number one receiver. But CD Lamb becomes the guy.
I feel like
And his ass been dropping passes.
I feel like with Michael Gallup coming back next week against Washington, he confirmed he is coming back. I heard today. He confirmed he is coming back against Washington. I feel like it's going to pull a lot of pressure off CeeDee Lamb.
We
He's
don't
gonna
know
catch
what
more.
Michael Gallup's gonna be though.
I do.
Here's the thing.
We
Mike
don't.
Gallup.
No. It's different because he's coming off injury. It might take him a.
Well, he was
two
supposed to be
or
back
three.
last week, but he didn't. He said he wasn't mentally prepared.
Well, it's still it's different. Practice is different. You're
Right.
supposed to practice the way you're supposed to prepare for a game.
Right.
And that's speaking to this summer. That's a slide. I'm just saying. That's speaking to this summer.
I can't believe I know your team captain, by the way.
Well, that's one of them because there's three of them jokers. But he was on my side.
I know.
The way you're supposed to practice. You're supposed to practice in the sense of the way you prepare for the game. Your practice supposed to simulate the game. Practice supposed to simulate the game. Not everybody was on board with that.
But I can tell you this from especially experience, and you can say it, and I bet you can say it too. What works in practice don't always work in principle.
Well,
For skill positions, O-line, what you work on in practice, better work in the game or you lose.
But what I'm saying, but the point is, if you practice with such an intensity, game time, it prepares you for game time, prepares you for tournament weekend, and so you don't have to rah or get emotionally invested or because you're already used to this type of
But
play.
there's also this whole
And yes,
thing.
practice is different between gameplay, but if we practice at a high level, just think how you're going to play at a high level. You're supposed to simulate the way you practice. The practice is supposed to be a simulation of the game you're preparing for.
Right.
Period. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. If you're not practicing the way you're preparing to play the game, there's no point of practice.
Right.
You might as well just be on your phones or just looking at videos or in meetings and just walk through and crap and being insensitive. And now I'm going on tangent because this summer, what happened this summer to me.
But
anyway,
there's also this. There's also this, man. Everyone's got a great plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yes, that's true. But coaching and practice when you're in that fire.
Sometimes you gotta wing it.
When you're in that fire,
Yeah, your training comes back and stuff.
It's supposed to be like
Muscle
okay,
memory.
we've done this, we've been here, we've practiced for this. We might have to change some things.
Right.
But we're prepared because we practice with such intensity. We practice with such a level of.
So how do you feel about these non-contact practices then?
So when it comes to Michael Gallup, he hasn't played since last year. So it's gonna take him a week or two. Now if he hop in that joker next week and he just flat out ball, man. Glory be to God.
But
I think Michael Gallup is amazing. He deserves
But
his
even
contract.
without Michael Gallup not being at 100%, you can't, as a defense, you can't not pay attention to him.
But
Because if you
also,
do that and you only pay attention to CeeDee Lamb, then he's going to get catches. His confidence is going to come up faster.
man, see, listen, I'm not sold on no receiver that came out that draft class except one. And he's proven to us, outside of Darius Slay, shutting his ass down. Darius Slay is a great cornerback. Great cornerback. Darius Slay is a great cornerback. Outside Darius Slay shutting his ass down for against when they played the Eagles. Justin Jefferson is a freak of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson, the Eagles passed on Justin Jefferson to get Mims, who they traded to the Vikings, who now plays with Justin Jefferson, who he got picked up. So what I'm saying is, like, these guys, CeeDee Lamb and Judy and Ruggs and all these other guys who came before him, they're just, you have to prove it when you're the guy. Devontae Adams was the guy
He's pissed right now.
He's
so mad.
in Green Bay for such a long time, but nobody could guard him.
Nobody.
No.
Well, also, when you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers.
But it doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying with the two together.
Fair enough, but I get that. But it doesn't matter who was throwing you the ball. The man was going to catch the damn ball. And
But when you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, he knows that I put it here. Devontae's catching it.
Yeah,
Ain't no one else coming close to it.
But he's just a freak of nature.
Because going off of what you're saying,
Derek Carr don't have that throw.
Being the guy is also part of, like, for your receiving core, is also part of what your quarterback decides.
Okay, so
because as great as Dez was for the Cowboys, the guy was Jason Witten.
Yeah.
Even though he was slow as Squeakwater.
But he was the guy.
He was catching passes, bro.
It's 3rd and 10. I'm hitting Witten.
Because he got Velcro.
I'm worried about Dez, but I'm covering Witten.
Okay, because he got Velcro to his damn hands, because I admit to you, because anything that came that doggone way, motherfucker, they say, I'm like, it's just stuck to his doggone hands, and I don't know how his ass turned in slow motion, got like 2 or 3 yards, he's like,
maybe break one tackle. Maybe break one. Yeah, people are going in front of him. It's like, wait, what? I missed that.
Hey, he's fast, right? He goes like, nah.
Run right.
So, with that being said, I'm just not sold on none of these receivers. And then, for a better point, they used to triple cover Antonio Brown in Pittsburgh. You know what Ben did? Said, fuck it. I'm still going to get this man the damn ball. You know what he did? He beat triple coverage.
Antonio Brown was
No, because Antonio Brown, regardless of what people think of him outside of the football spectrum, now I don't agree with a lot of stuff he did outside of the football spectrum. Let's just say that. But football-wise, triple coverage, Ben, he got a safety over the top. You got 2 guys trying to jam this damn dude at the line. He's still catching balls. When you supposed to be that guy, you gotta be that guy. Playmaker Michael Irvin caught balls. He didn't listen. Rocky Ishmael was a good receiver. Nothing against him.
All that's boiling down to is what we talked about at the beginning of the season. The Cowboys are trying to go without a number 1. They're trying to do it without a true number 1.
Fair enough.
Amari Cooper was the closest thing they had last year.
Fair enough.
He just was. Whether people want to say he's not a number 1 or
he's not.
Like,
I feel like the thing was
it's one of those things like when you're looking at the caliber of people you have, who boils up to be your number 1, Amari was that.
Right. You want CD to become that guy, but he hasn't become that guy.
I don't feel like he has enough confidence in himself, and I don't feel like he's cocky enough because I feel like he's a very quiet, reserved.
CD?
Yeah.
Man, maybe.
I feel like he's kind of a quiet.
You can't be cocky enough because you ain't done nothing.
Exactly.
Muhammad Ali was the cockiest boxer in the world before he did shit.
He knocked out Joker. Don't bring Muhammad
He
Ali.
was cocky before he knocked anyone out.
Boxing is not the same.
But you gotta bring that energy, man. You gotta have
It's not
that.
the same. Because I practice hitting someone in the face every day.
You practice on catches every day. You gotta have that confidence.
It's not the same running a route as I literally came into here to beat your ass.
But you gotta have, as a receiver, you need to have that mentality. You need to look across at that cornerback and be like, I came here to beat your ass.
Don't do that. After 5 yards, I'm flat.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, see?
You gotta hey, you about to make me
There's a difference for what kind of cockiness you need as a receiver. Because even like Michael Irvin talked about
his cockiness is so
way
up there.
It was not. I'm muscling past you. It's whatever you do. I'm still somewhere.
Right.
There's a difference between I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna hit you in the mouth. Because as a receiver, if that's your go-to, I'm never throwing to you.
I'm always throwing to you.
Because every time I look at you, I'm like, why are y'all fighting?
You got them black Air Forces on. You see it?
Now, the defensive end, act that way. Tight end,
but they got to
act that way.
They got to get to a quarterback though, dude.
The Cowboys are getting to the quarterback. What are you talking about? They have the best pass rush in the NFL.
I'm just
I was like, Jesus.
That's what I'm just saying.
I'm not. Listen,
I was about to
I'm
go off.
No. You ain't about to get me on that. No.
Imagine going to the huddle and you see Cole Beasley looking over. I'm hitting you in the mouth.
like you get him, Cole. Yeah.
Sit your little ass down until the play starts.
Isn't he like 5'5", something like that? He's so small.
Sir, you sell barbecue sauce.
Oh, Lord, we saw off topic, but we're not off topic.
Talking about the NFL.
Man, so we're gonna have to make another
You probably
video.
could pick up Cole Beasley and just move him.
Oh, I'm so sure.
We're gonna make another video of week going into week 4. Yeah, week 4. That's what it is. But yeah, just recap of everything that went down last week. It was ridiculous.
Also, Green Bay beating Tampa. Beating
But
Tampa Bay. That was a great game.
That was a ridiculous game.
It was the second quarter
because there was nobody healthy. Nobody receiving core was healthy.
I think it was the second quarter. Maybe it was the second or the third quarter, something like that. The two quarterbacks went like 15 for 18, something like that. Dude, it was insane. Like, no one missed a pass.
So you want to know something funny? Let's talk about how Green Bay had a chance to bust it open, but they dropped back Via Vea, D tackle. This motherfucker about 6'4", 300 pounds. He dropped back in coverage. He hit Aaron Jones' ass. Forced the fumble at the goal line. Via Vea is a freak amazing.
I didn't see it.
Like Aaron Jones, you gotta.
Let's get a live reaction.
You gotta think about how like Aaron Jones is like one of the best running backs in the league, and he caught a pass literally at the goal line, and he was like, "I'm about to score." And Via Vea ass hits this man from behind. He coughs up. I said, "It's not too many people I know that's gonna cough up. That's not going to cough up the ball after a 300+ pounder hit your ass in the back." I said, "Shit, I would have gave up there too." And I probably would have shitted on myself too as well because that man, he's just so amazing.
Sitting there like, who hit me? Three of my linemen just fight you. I'm not gonna do it, but
like for real, Via Vea is a monster. That motherfucker.
I got 3 backup tackles I'm willing to fight.
Like he is a monster. Like I adore that man because he's just the fact that he caught because they go up. I think 21-7 at that point, and I think that game is wide open from that point. If they show that, but Via Vea forced that fumble on the goal line, and that type of
they had
defense.
Brady hot that game.
Oh yeah,
had him hot. Every time he was walking off the field,
it would have been 21-3, by the way.
It was 21-3. See, it would have been 21-3. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Look, watch it. See, Via
That wasn't
Vea.
even a hard hit.
No, look. Via Vea is. Listen, Via Vea is a freaking. That's a 300+ pounder. That's hitting like somebody probably like maybe 200, 210. Boom.
In the back.
Forced
While someone else got you by the legs,
right?
So you just taking
So that's what I'm saying. So you just taking the hit.
I bet the air was just gone.
Because you thought you were just gonna fall to the
Exactly.
ground. Like, nope.
Pop.
So what I'm saying, but anyway, week
This is one of our longer videos.
this year it's been amazing. This we're going into week 4. The NFL don't owe us nothing because all games in the NFL has been simply amazing.
Yeah.
And we look forward to week 2. Not so week 2. Week 4.
Week
Double
2
that.
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna end this video. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, comment. Please comment. These guys have been more. These guys.
I actually did comment on a video.
Are going to be more active on the comment section as well.
I'm getting ready for
So-
And maybe, just maybe, we might be doing some giveaways if you guys comment, like the videos, all that stuff.
For real.
I'll believe it when I see it.
We gotta get the likes and stuff, and then maybe.
Dr. Squash, I love Dr. Squash. I don't mind giving it out. I love it. I always order it. So we might do a giveaway
It's a good
for
thing.
Dr. Squash.
Also, disc golf discs. We might be doing some giveaway from disc golf discs, and some of Brody's shoes.
You won't get my shoes.
All right, like, subscribe. Thank y'all. Peace.